Some of these shouldn't be too surprising if you've already seen the least reliable 2019 cars list. Even one model can bring down a marque's overall score. All in all, Consumer Reports ranks 26 of the car manufacturers available in the US, with the following 10 representing the bottom third. So without further ado, here is Consumer Reports' least reliable car brands of 2020. Number 10, Chevrolet. Chevy moved up the ranks compared to last year, but it wasn't quite enough to get out of this list. The Bowtie brand has one of the largest portfolio of models in the bottom 10 brands, making it harder for the brand to balance out two of the least reliable models on the market, the Malibu and Silverado 1500. On the bright side, the brand's all-electric Bolt EV holds a strong 85 out of 100 rating from Consumer Reports. GM is pouring billions into its EV program over the next few years, and if the Bolt is a sign of what to expect, buyers should be pleased. Number 9, Volvo. The brand that is almost single-handedly keeping the station wagon alive in America moved up 2 spots for 2020. That still puts Volvo at a low 18th, largely thanks to the below-average ratings for its big XC90 and S90 models. It's the brand's smaller models that post better results, including the stylish S60 sedan and XC40 crossover. Number 8, Jeep. Jeep recently gave the Wrangler a refresh, and it's no longer the worst-performing model in the fleet. That dubious honor goes to the Renegade, which scored just 19 out of 100. The new Gladiator lived up to its name for 2020, however, fighting to lift the brand up thanks to its incredible score of 99. Number 7, Mercedes-Benz. Somehow, Mercedes moved up slightly over its ranking last year. We say somehow because the new GLE received a battering on the CR study, scoring just 1 out of 100. Yes, you heard that right. Leading the silver Aero pack is the stalwart C-Class, which is the oldest car in the brand's current lineup. Number 6, Cadillac. GM's luxury brand isn't last this year, so that's already an improvement. A recent explosion of crossovers hasn't helped Cadillac. The compact XT4 scores just 20, whereas its older, larger XT5 brother nets a 57. Cadillac is set to become GM's electric leadership brand, so expect big changes to the lineup over the coming years. Before that, however, there's more traditional offerings, like the new for 2021 Escalade. Number 5, Ford. Ford was dragged down this year by 2 problematic launches in key sectors. The new Explorer tumbled out of the gate at the beginning of the year, a fate reflected in the score of just 1 out of 100. The compact Escape, also new for this year, didn't fare much better. The aging Edge keeps the company from tumbling further, backed up by the now discontinued Fusion sedan and the evergreen Mustang. Ford will launch 4 big-ticket items in the next 12 months, including the F-150 pickup, the Bronco, Bronco Sport, and the all-electric Mustang Mach-E. Number 4, Mini. Mini took the biggest tumble of all the brands this year, dropping out of the top 10 and landing in the bottom 5. The 2 models that CR included, the Countryman and the Cooper, both scored less than 50 in the reliability study. New this year is the pint-sized Cooper SE, an electric variant with a short range meant primarily for city use. Number 3, Volkswagen. Volkswagen moved up 3 spots this year, but thanks to fewer total brands included, it's actually 1 spot closer to the bottom. 2 models in particular, the Jetta and Atlas, dragged the People's Car brand down. According to Consumer Reports, persistent problems with in-car electronics and power equipment hurt the 2 models. That plus emissions and fuel systems. The Golf was the VW gold standard, single-handedly keeping the brand away from a worse result. It scored 82 out of 100. Good thing it lives on for another year before the Mark 8 model arrives on our shores. Number 2, Tesla. Tesla remains an underperformer in CR's reliability reports, dropping in the ranks versus last year. The mass market Model 3 continues to stand tall as the most reliable. Unfortunately, this year's edition of the Model Y didn't maintain that momentum. It scored just 5 out of 100. Number 1, Lincoln. Ford's luxury division brings up the rear for this year, dropping 11 places over last year's spot. Only Mini had a bigger fall year over year. Lincoln had all of its models firmly in the red of CR's scores, with the best performing Corsair still just managing a score of 14. The Aviator, the high-end sibling to the troubled Ford Explorer, did manage to double that SUV's score to 2 out of 100. With no major changes on the horizon, Lincoln will have to work hard to improve its ranking amongst buyers for next year. Whether you agree with this list or not, the numbers don't lie. Well, we hope not anyways. So tell us how you feel in the comments, and as always, please like and subscribe.